as Gerbervat goes to do the double over Bolton. 95 left. Can't be laying up in this position. He knows that. Double 19. That is a recovery effort that you crave when you've had a bad start to a leg.
When you see players in, long format matches, and we'll just see if this goes in. No. And they go a long way behind. It's not until they go a long way behind and they've got that attitude of, oh, what, just not my day. And then all of a sudden, what happens? They start playing properly because they start to play with freedom.
Yeah, classic reverse psychology.
Correct.
Bolton can't keep missing doubles.
30. Romeo, you require 70.
This is still not a gimme. Double 16. What is it about Romeo Gerbervat against Andy Bolton?
Andy, you require 70.
This is surely to keep this match alive. He will have to utilise the 16s here. And on days like today, don't be chasing trebles. My word, that is missed by some distance. He is shell-shocked he's missed it by that margin. It just goes to show how shell-shocked he is, because he didn't really know what to do next for a few seconds.
Romeo, you require 88.
Tied it up nicely, but this is for the match. Should get a dart at the ball.
2 darts of 14s, and he only needs the one.
And the match, Romeo Gerbervat.
I think Andy Bolton is going to be very happy to see the back of Romeo Gerbervat here in Series 9. And courtesy of that win for the Croatian player, he keeps 6 points between him.
Probably requires 66.
These kind of chances for Hogan have got to be efficiently taken, just to keep Coulson at bay. That's the kind of thing he needs to do.
Paul Hogan.
Yeah, that was the kind of thing that wasn't really happening for him yesterday. Yes, he created opportunities, but more often than not, failed to take them. Is this another? Well, there we go.
108.
He has now hit as many 180s as he hit in 5 matches yesterday.
What a difference a day makes. And the next line is 24 little hours.
108.
Like the sun and the flowers.
Only require 81.
Can't get enough of this stuff. Oh, what a leg from Hogan. World class.
Only require 116.
An 8-point gap between the two of them. Doesn't get the treble, so Coulson with 2 single 20s and tops.
Derek, you
Or
require
80 points in total. However he wants to take it, this will give him 2 crucial start of the day points in Group C. It is tops. And he hits.
And the match,
he doesn't make the mistake there. And Hogan now knows that he's got too much to do when it comes to making that first Champions Night. Coulson could well be on the way to making his 2nd in a row. That was ice cold in a brilliant game of darts.
Jim, you require 8.
Surely this time, great marker.
Game shot on
had to go in. With the way his darts behave, all he had to do was glance that flight and it would just caress its way in. Great thinking from Scott Taylor a little bit earlier in the leg. When he was on 299, he went treble 19 and he immediately switched to treble 18.
Scott, you require
but does he
65.
plot his way to the win? The doubling!
And the match,
it is unbelievable what Scott Taylor is doing on the outer ring in this group. He just can't be stopped. That is a huge win for him. It takes him back to the top of the table. But it's all about the doubles. 4 hits from 5, but it's visit perfect darts.
Andy, you require 106.
Somebody flying across Andy's path there. How dare they? He's looking at double 16 though.
74. Paulie requires 68.
And here comes the man with the Australian name. Looking for a double that could be called the green baggy.
Game shot on the third leg.
Gets it.
Paul Hogan.
It's actually the baggy green. I was just trying to put the colour first.
You require 121.
Needs this to stay alive. Not just in the match,
40.
but this could be the knockout
Paulie
blow for
require
Bolton
96.
to put him out of Champions Week and to
It's
stay in
on
with
the
the
match.
very,
Paul Hogan.
very finest chance. Hogan wins by 4 legs to 2. Yesterday, he beat Andy Bolton by 4 legs to 3, so he's done the double over X Factor. And that solidifies the fact that Andy Bolton is not going to go to Champions Night for a 3rd time in his Super Series career. Phil Taylor do that at the Premier League final once against James Wade, and Christoph Ratajski's done it at the German Open against Stephen Bunting in practice darts.
108.
It wasn't the same match that Taylor hit 2 in, was it? No, that was the final, wasn't it? Yeah, actually, myself and Phil Taylor
6.
and my pal Marcus Knappman I was thrown with Marcus on one board a couple of feet away from Phil playing on the board to the left, and
108.
wow. Well, it's a shame he started, Nico, with 60. Phil hit one, and then I literally hit one
140.
almost straight after, and then Phil went out in the game
81.
and hit one in leg 5 of the match play.
Double 13.
55.
Almost
Romeo,
started
you
with a
require
12.
120.
But there is a route here to breaking him.
Well,
60.
the 180s
Got you
to
required,
hit the 9 in
26.
practice. He certainly found them in the opening leg, but he's got to convert. Yeah, I like that play.
No score.
He couldn't see the double 4.
Romeo, you require 60.
That's different. Oh,
Yeah,
don't look,
shot on the
Scott.
first
That
leg.
is
Romeo
naughty.
Gerber.
And Taylor can do nothing
Romeo,
about
you
this.
require 116.
Literally nothing. Tops.
96.
But now he
Scott, you
can.
require 167.
But it's the stiffest of asks. Bull.
142.
He almost had the answer.
Romeo, you require 20.
For the win. It's double 5.
10.
He's let it slip. We
Scott, you
don't know
require
just how
25.
crucial missing that dart could be for a 2-leg swing.
Game shot on the
Taylor
fifth
doesn't miss
leg.
again.
Scott saves. Scott, you
When Taylor
require
beat Romeo
104.
yesterday, he finished the game with a 118 checkout. Is it another? It's a
Game
ton plus
shot
checkout
and the
again to
match.
win.
Scott
And he'll be
saves.
thinking for the next 20 minutes, how have I won that one?
4. Derek, you require 78.
So to equalise, this is such a key time where Derek is going to be tested. He's on tops. And Derek
Game
doesn't
shot on the
crack.
second leg. Derek Coulson.
If he loses to Long, he's susceptible in round
Third
number
leg. It's
3
Derek to throw
today.
first. Jim, you require 101.
Double 16 for Jim. It is
Game shot on
3-1.
the fourth leg. Jim Long.
Well, right now, we've got 2 dart players on the hockey who are lookalikes for Stone
Fifth
Cold
leg,
Steve
it's
Austin,
Derek
but
to
right
throw
now,
first.
Jim Long is the king
Game
of the outer ring.
Yeah, well, he's
Derek,
left
you
himself
require
a
122.
single to double combination, unless Derek can find 6 18s and double 7, or 4 18s and ball.
Bull it is. And Bully
Game
gets.
shot on the fifth leg. Derek Coulson. Jimmy requires 75.
Jim, if you want to win this game, you're going to have to hit this because I can see Derek Coulson hitting that. Double top.
Game shot.
And Jim
the
Long
match.
does win.
Jim Long.
That has serious repercussions because after 2 rounds of play, we have 1 player on 12 points. That's Scott Taylor. And after Gerbervat's lost to Taylor, he's thinking, please, Jim, do me a favour. Well, there you go. Happy Christmas, Gerbervat.
63.
Yeah, well, there's still money for
Paulie requires
positioning in the table, isn't there?
130.
Yeah, and he's not away from work for nothing. He's on double five. And he's ahead.
Game shot on the third leg.
He's enjoying himself now. I don't think Scott enjoyed that at all. He dodged 5-match darts.
62.
Still won 4-3. Is the Series 6 champion going to save his bacon again?
22.
Trusty tops, not this time.
Pinged
Only
it.
require 40.
More drama?
Game shot
We can
and
guarantee
the match,
it.
Paul Hogan.
Scott Taylor has lost. And that is huge news for Gerbervat and Derek Coulson, who still have a game to play in this round. You'll have to wait to see Gerbervat, who plays long in Game 9. But before we get there, Andy Bolton could have something to do with the table himself.
53. Derek, you require
I'd imagine if he hits this.
136.
It is for 3-0 and for 2 breaks of throw.
Bolton will be back. Wonder if he'll go
6.
straight for it.
Andy, you require 38. Game shot on the third leg.
No
Andy
hesitation.
Bolton.
It's almost like he did that in one motion, walking to the hockey and threw it without even looking.
Fourth flag. It's Derek to throw first.
Before he has the darts in the last leg decider. Big chance.
54.
Wow. Long
Andy,
way
you
off.
require 10.
Still uncomfortable. How comfortable can this be? Not very.
6.
Derek is a lucky guy.
Derek, you require 16.
Just a little nod of the head, as if to say, right, now's the time.
Game shot.
And now
the
was the
match,
time.
Derek Coulson.
So Coulson gets the valuable 2 points that he needed. And that is horrible news for Croatia's Gerbervat. Doesn't need maximums when the two treble shooting's this good.
He's in there again.
140.
Make that 7. 104.61 the average. This is wonderful stuff from Jim Long.
$80. Jimmy require 121.
He's looking like he wants to get rid of this game really fast. 8. And it's
Game
gone.
shot and the match, Jim Long.
Just a second shy of 8 minutes flat. And that could be that for Romeo. He's lost ground in points and leg difference in no time at all. That is an early Christmas present for Coulson and Taylor. And Jim Long has now got himself.
Andy, you require 122.
Tomorrow night we'll do.
Yeah, we'd take that. 54 needed. And a bullseye.
84.
Didn't
You
even
require
scare it.
44.
Okay.
Game shot on the
That
second
wasn't
leg,
intentional.
still
You can tell because of the look on his face. But it works.
Having a little smile with
Third
Jack
leg,
Garwood.
It's Andy to throw first. Game on. Scott, you require 170.
170 check out. He's not going to get his second one of the week. But he is going to get
130.
the perfect
Andy, you
layup.
require
You're just showing if I
106.
would have hit the 2 treble 20s, I would have hit the ball.
Well, he should surely know now that he is one dart away from another Saturday
44.
with a game to
You
spare.
require 40.
He may just win this group as well.
No score.
Not yet.
Andy, you require 116.
Does Bolton get a shot at tops? Or double 18?
No, sir.
55. Scott, you require
Now the question is
40.
different. Is Scott Taylor in Champions Night?
Game
Yes,
shot
sir.
And the match, Scott says.
He's there. He's got a chance of a second jackpot as well. The only person who has made it before him is someone who knows exactly what it's like. But Taylor has accomplished his goal in his secondary group this week and won white flight. That's what he does. Not to everybody's taste, because
108.
when you see Paul Hogan doing things like that, even he's having a bit of a laugh up there.
Yeah, it would mess with my OCD.
6.
Yeah, I can't do that
Only
without
require
flights. That just
40.
isn't me. But you've got to do you on the stage, and Hogan is doing him. And is
Game
back
shot
in
of
this
third
game
leg,
now.
Paul Hogan.
He is literally opening his shoulders.
Poorly required
Very talented Group
116.
C, and things just not going his way.
Including now.
Game shot
Because
of
now
fifth
he's
leg,
behind after
Paul
leading
Hogan.
2-0. Take the ton and run. And he's in there again with the last dart. Sandwiching that dart in the middle. And this is your quintessential 13 darter on the chopping block.
Yeah. Tops after 12. Your T-shirt.
57. Poorly required.
Still haven't had it
40.
made.
Game shot. and
Paul
the match.
Hogan has made
Paul
something
Hogan.
happen, and he understands fully now that Jim Long cannot make Champions Night.
Romeo, you require 52.
Does he go 2-0 up? Oh boy, that was such a big
Derek,
chance.
you require 36.
He might not get anything better than that. Don't allow Derek to pick one off on you.
27.
Wow.
Romeo, you require
What's going on
32.
here?
Game shot on the second leg.
It's
Romeo
2-0
Gerber.
to the Croatian. By virtue
Third
of
leg. It's Derek
this
to throw
current
first.
result, Romeo
Game on.
is now back to third position.
5. Derek, you require
That single 5 has cost
130.
Romeo a 2-darter. But this is Derek's first chance to be in Champions Night for a second time in a row. And he's got the 60.
Is it hanging over the bullseye?
105.
It was.
Romeo, you require 102.
Can he cling on? Treble 19 for tops.
67.
Low and left.
Derek,
and
you
that might be
require
that.
25.
Double 8. It's not over
17.
yet.
Romeo, you require 35.
How many aces has Romeo got up his sleeve?
Game shot on the fifth leg.
He may just have enough. That's not ideal. If Romeo can find a fourth 140 of the match, well,
that works.
123. Derek, you require
this time the
84.
miss does get him to a 2-darter.
Well, he can dink him over the top. Ooh.
Game shot on the sixth
Wow,
leg.
what a
Derek
play.
Coulson.
And that means that Derek Coulson is going to
Seventh and
another
final leg. It's
Champions
Derek to
Night.
throw first.
Really weird, isn't it? How, because we know who's going to progress now, the two players in this group who are going to the PDC World Championship are not going to go to Champions Night. That's how strong it is.
Yeah, that's a great point.
134. Romeo, you require 97.
I'm sure Labanauskas is thinking, I hope that doesn't happen to me tonight. What might be about to
57.
happen
Derek,
is
you
Coulson
require 60.
winning this game by 4 legs to 3 in a 7-leg game.
Game shot
He does
and the
win.
match.
He's going to be in a
Derek Coulson.
shootout in game 14 with Scott Taylor to see who wins the group. But the mission has been accomplished. A second Champions Night in a row for Derek. And he will look to go at least one better by making it out of his group on Saturday night. But before that, he's got to try and win the group at Taylor's expense. It was scrappy at times. If Romeo can find a fourth 140 of the match, well,
that works.
Derek, you require
this time
84.
the miss does get him to a two-darter.
Well, he can dink him over the top. Ooh.
Game shot on a six leg.
What a
Derek
play.
Coulson.
And that means that Derek Coulson is going to another Champions Night of December, because you're going to get to see a trophy that is worth seeing. ADC Global Champion, whoever it is,
108.
they're going to get their mitts on something very special. Now, I can sit here and say that all I like, but I can say hand on heart,
41.
I mean it. I've seen that trophy close up, and I just said, "Whoa, do you know what? That's lovely."
130.
He's on an 11 darter here. Yet again, another really good performance from Jim Long.
51.
His darts have been great. His timing's been terrible.
Absolutely right.
Game shot on a third leg.
He's got all the ingredients. If he hits that tops, if he gets a shot, if he gets a shot,
120.
if he hits it,
require 40.
he'll equalise his personal best, potentially, or be very close to it.
Game shot
Wow.
and the match, Jim Long.
That is a parting shot from Jim Long, and it's the best average of the week. What a time to find it. Chris Mason was right. Brilliant darts, terrible timing. But for now, it's au revoir to Jim Long, and it's so long to Andy Bolton. But
Is having that in your mind, knowing that in their mind, the last time you met, you won.
135. Scott, you require 138.
another. Double 12. Oh, yeah.
Shot on the first leg, Scott Taylor.
Play it again.
Derek, you require 44.
We're getting there, Derek. We're doing our best for you.
Well, this leg's been destructive.
Game shot on the sixth leg, Derek Coulson.
Just hopefully looking back at the scoreboard as if to say, what you got left, Derek? Thank goodness you got 200.
60. Scott, you require
So this is to win
18.
Group C.
Nine.
Just cannot get over the line.
Derek, you require 140.
5 darts missed to win the group. He will get more.
Yeah, he will get at least 2 more, as long as he hits the
100.
single one.
Scott, you require 9.
Oh, he's
No
not going to
score.
get any at all.
Derek, you require 40.
Now Derek can win the group somewhat miraculously. And he
Shot
does.
And the match, Derek Coulson.
I wonder if that's going to change the psychology of things when it comes to Saturday. We'll get onto that in due course.
So welcome back. There we have it, confirmation of the top 2 going through, Derek Coulson and Scott Taylor. Coulson, by winning that battle at the end of the day, tops the group. They go through to join Andreas Harrison, and I'm delighted to say that both of them are sat with me in the studio. Now, gentlemen, congratulations. We'll start with you, Derek, having won the group. Back at Champions Night, what a feeling. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, the last series got to Champions Night, and I honestly thought maybe that was my one and only shot. And I was over the moon to get there, and I absolutely loved the occasion, the experience, and to be here again. Yeah, it's special.
And Scott, for yourself, you're someone who's lifted this trophy once before. How good is it for you now to have the chance to do that again?
I'm just relieved. I don't feel like I played too good today at all. Really, I got away with quite a lot. and it's just a relief to get through, really.
And you'll be in the same group as Andreas Harrison, who's also won it. You've all been there before. It's a lot of experience tomorrow night.
It is what it is. They're all good all way through, so it'll be what it'll be.
For you, obviously, Derek, this time coming through a slightly different route, it just goes to show that performance actually was as important as victory, because you were the best averaging runner-up in the series this time around.
Yeah, I mean, I could call myself a little bit fortuitous to get the opportunity to come here in Champions Week, but that's the rules, you know, and I played well that week. Jim was outstanding that week. Didn't quite get it going this week, Jim, until the last couple of games. I'm glad he didn't bring that earlier, to be honest.
A question for both of you. What was the mentality like sort of going into that last game? You both know you through. Are you looking for bragging rights for the next day?
Well, I wanted to win really bad, but then I started pushing him like I've been doing all day, and it let him off a little bit. But I think the right player won the group, to be fair.
Oh, he let me off big style. Yeah. I mean, Scott's a great player, and I didn't think I was going to get those opportunities when he was on the finish. I got lucky there.
Your top sitting in this group in particular has been incredible. That you must feel confident if that stays there tomorrow.
Everyone started telling me, and then I missed 3 darts. I was like, "What's going on?" So yeah, it is what it is. It's been good apart from them 3 darts, I think. So hopefully it goes tomorrow. Just give us your memories of that night when you did win the series, because it's a big deal, isn't it? Yeah, it's a massive deal, but it's all a blur, to be honest, as well. It's a lot to take in, and it's always good to come back and realise. But I can't remember much, to be honest, of the night. It's all a blur. And for you, what's the approach, having gone out in the group stages when you made it last time? Is it the next step, or once you're in there, everyone wants to win it, don't they?
I think, hopefully, I've learned from the last one. I mean, when I lost to Marvin, 3-1 up, 2 darts to win that game, and then I fell to pieces in the next game against Steve. I need to learn from that. I took it as an opportunity and think, you know, nobody's expecting it, but I put myself under a lot of pressure in that second game. I started counting legs, and I need to go into tomorrow and just try and enjoy it. If I can, just relax and enjoy it.
Yeah, again, final question again for both of you, just reflecting on this group, because kind of all throughout yesterday and the start of today, you did look pretty comfortable. Then in the middle, there was just a little bit of an opportunity for others. You put that right. Were there any nerves? There was definitely a lot of tension going into the second, third games, I think, when there was that work.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, when I played Romeo, I knew the occasion, and as much as you try and relax and throw just throw your darts. You know, the guy can't affect your throw. It's only in your own head. But in your own head, it's like, I need this, and you tighten up a little bit. But got over the line. Yeah, it's definitely, nerves do come into it. Definitely.
Well, you made it through them. You've made it through to Champions Night once again. Congratulations to the pair of you. One more match left to play in this group. Romeo Gerverbats taking on Paul Hogan, and Paul Nicholson will talk you through it with Chris Mason.
Paulie require 100.
Got to the ball but couldn't hit it. Hogan's going to leave double 18. And he hits it.
And that's why he leaves double 18.
Himself in 5th position after what's been a really good day. That's different.
Game shot on the 5th leg.
Well,
Romeo
he's
Gerberbats.
expressing himself a little bit. 34-32 he was going for there, I presume.